Hello, wonderful people of the internet, it's Penguin57 here, and welcome back to another video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting another series. I know what you're thinking, he's probably not going to finish any of the series that he is running, and well, you're probably right. But I shall give it my most valiant effort. This series, however, is completely different because we're going to be taking a look at some great video games and comparing their hype to my personal opinion of the game to attempt to answer the question, does this game live up to the hype? In today's episode, we're going to be looking at the infamous Batman game, Batman Arkham City. Why do I say infamous? Well, to be honest, crossovers between the gaming industry and other mediums typically do not fare too well, but this one is an exception, receiving very high ratings from gamers and critics alike. Before I attempt to explain why I believe this game has been so successful, we need to understand the amount of hype that this game has to fulfill. This game has achieved nearly perfect scores on rating sites such as IGN, GameSpot, and GamesRadar. But even the public eye, this is a great game, only being passed by classics such as Ocarina of Time, Half-Life 2, and other games of the sort, you know, the big boys. So this does beg the question, why is it so good? And does it live up to the almost limitless hype? Well, not really, that's Ocarina of Time. That game has limitless hype. But I will attempt to answer these questions for you. You probably weren't asking them, but I'm going to answer them anyways, so screw you. Arkham City is a direct sequel to 2009's Arkham Asylum, and at the end of that game, Joker injects himself with the Titan formula, which transforms him into a Bane-like creature, and becomes important later. During a press conference about Arkham City, which is similar to the Asylum, but is far bigger and run by Hugo Strange, Bruce Wayne is captured and brought to the city. Then he does his Batman stuff and escapes the clutches of the guards. You know, Batman stuff. From there, Batman finds out about something that Strange is planning, called Protocol 10. Assuming Joker has something to do with this, he hunts down Joker, but Joker outsmarts him and performs a blood transfusion on him. This may sound crazy, but, I mean, Joker is crazy, so, But the side effects of the Titan formula are monumental and lead to the deterioration and ultimately death. After beating up the Joker, Batman finds out that Mr. Freeze has been developing a cure to this disease, but has been captured by the Penguin. So inconvenient. So, naturally, Batman is sent on a goose chase to go find Mr. Freeze. Batman ultimately defeats Penguin and his forces, including the enchained Solomon Grundy, and liberates Mr. Freeze. To create this cure, though, Mr. Freeze requires some of Ra's al Ghul's blood. I know, they just had to keep the plot rolling. So, you know, he does that. He does just that and beats the living crap out of Ra's al Ghul. I mean, is it non-living or living? Because he's sort of kind of supposed to be dead, right? I don't know. Batman story arcs are so confusing. Freeze completes the cure, but it is stolen by Harley Quinn, because, you know, they needed another reason to keep the game going. So Batman goes after Joker. While the two quarrel, Hugo Strange activates the said Protocol 10, which is the execution of all inmates in the city. This sends missiles everywhere in an attempt to kill everyone. Some of the rubble crushes Batman, so inconvenient, but you know, he's Batman, so he eventually gets out and goes to stop Protocol 10. After disabling Protocol 10, Ra's al Ghul is revealed to be the true mastermind and mortally wounds Strange for failing to kill Batman. But in his dying breaths, Strange activates Protocol 11, which is self-destruct, very creatively named. To avoid being captured, Ra's al Ghul commits suicide. Batman gets a call from the Joker saying that he'll kill Talia if Batman doesn't go to Monarch Theater. Once there, a healthy-looking Joker demands the cure, but is impaled by Talia while distracted. After Talia admits to stealing the cure, she is killed by the Joker, who is, very sick. The fake Joker is really Clayface and attacks Batman, but gets defeated because, well, guess what? He's Batman. Then, during a quarrel against the real Joker, Batman drinks some of the cure, but the rest is knocked out of his hand by the Joker. Without the cure, the Joker dies, and Batman carries his dead body out of the theater. Damn, that was a mouthful. But it is a pretty good story and deserves all of the praise that it gets. One of the best things about this game is how it makes you feel like Batman by flawlessly stringing together combos to stealthily swinging across the ceilings of rooms. This game makes you feel like Batman, and that is something truly admirable. I really sound like IGN, don't I? Ah, gosh. This game puts a big focus on stealth as well as combat, with the combat being typically just hand-to-hand. This combination works very well as putting clever puzzles in places. The game is truly varied, and rarely did I lose interest. This game is not super difficult, but is difficult enough to want to continue, and it's also very accessible, which definitely contributes to this game's success. I personally wish this game was a bit harder, but its difficulty is certainly not a turnoff. The bosses in this game may not be the focus, but they are certainly interesting, and the main levels are very engaging and cause you to use all of the tools that you have collected during one of Batman's longest and most difficult nights. And yes, this whole story happens in just one night. After finishing the main game, you can find multiple collectibles across the city and Arkham's open world. In my opinion, after finishing the game, I found that the extra content isn't all that great. It simply boils down to exploring the world for Riddler trophies and doing errand-type things for Bane or other characters of the like. I really wish there was some better stuff after completing the game, considering the story really isn't that long, but something is better than nothing, and I'm not gonna tell you not to collect stuff. I personally loved my time with Arkham City. I played through it once and had a very fun time all the way through the story, and did some shenanigans after completing it, rounding my time to about 10 hours. This game is acclaimed for making you feel like Batman, having amazing level design, along with an original, compelling story. This game is certainly all of those things, but leaves a little bit to be desired after the fact. So to conclude, this game most certainly lives up to the hype, and if you're anything into beat-em-ups, stealth games, or even puzzles, then this is a game that you should most certainly try, especially considering that during a sale, this game gets a big drop in price on Steam. That's all I have for you guys today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already to join the Penguin Army. If you have any games that you would like me to do this to, classics or just old games that are critically acclaimed or something like that, make sure to leave a comment down below listing what game you think I should do. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.